Good morning, my dear students. Today I will explain the World History second chapter, the story of the evolution of man. In that chapter, we will discuss about the evolution of man. Hence, the evolution of man means evolution of human beings. The term human is derived from the term human is derived from Latin word humanus. Human is derived from the Latin word humanus, is adjective form homo. One more question: what is the meaning of the homo? Homo means man. Human is derived from the Latin word humanus. Homo means man. Next, we go to second point: origin and evolution of Earth. Origin and evolution of Earth. So, evolution of Earth, origin and evolution of Earth. There are many theories regarding the origin of and evolution of Earth. Scientifically, we will discuss about the 3 points. How many theories means? Scientifically, we discuss the 3 theories. First one, state theory. There are 3 theories. Stud Earth theories, pulsating theory. Last one, Big Bang theory. There are the 3 theories: origin and evolution of the Earth. Scientifically, I'll discuss about the 3 theories: that are state theory, pulsating theory, and Big Bang theory. Big Bang theory is the very popular theory. In 3 theories, which is the very popular theory means Big Bang theory is the very popular theory. Next, Earth. When the Earth was formed, the Earth have been formed at least 4.5 million years ago. How many years ago the Earth was formed? Means at least 4.5 million years ago the Earth was formed. Next, the origin and the evolution of life. Now we know that how the Earth was evolved. Next, origin and the evolution of life. How? First, the Earth was formed. After, on the Earth, which animals were formed? Second point. Next, there are the many theories regarding the origin and the evolution of Earth. There are many theories regarding the origin and evolution of life. About 7 million years ago, 700 million 700 million years ago, there are 2 chemicals were formed. Which are the 2 chemicals were formed? Means hydrogen and carbon. There are the 2 chemicals, hydrogen and carbon. 700 million years ago, 700 million years ago, there are the 2 chemicals were formed in the water. When they formed the water, the life was which one formed means the life was formed in the water. Where we saw the means in the water. There are the 2 chemicals, hydrogen and carbon. When combined these 2 chemicals in the water, the life was formed in water. After they formed to the small plants, for example water plants, we call that after they formed to the million years ago, after they formed to the water plants. Next, about 500 million years ago, about 500 million years ago, about 500 million years ago, the originated to combine with the protozoa. They call it the protozoa. They call it the protozoa. 500 million years ago, they combined to the protozoa. They formed to the protozoa in the water. After they combined to the single cell or multi-cell. After they combined to so many million years ago, after they combined to the single cell or multi-cell in the water. They form in the water. Next to mammals. After mammals, about 200 million years ago, mammals. Which one were formed means mammals. Were about formed in the 200 million years ago. After horses, dogs, camels, etc. were formed in minimum 50 million years ago. 50 million years ago. First one we saw that. Again shall I repeat it. Origin of the evolution of life means there are many theories regarding the origin and the evolution of life. First one, 700 million years ago, there are the two chemicals, hydrogen and carbon. This is the 2 marks question. Which are the two chemicals were formed to the life means hydrogen and carbon were formed to the were formed to combine when the chemical hydrogen and carbon were combined. They formed to the life in water. After they formed so many millions years ago, after they formed to the water plant. Next to about 500 million years ago, protozoa were formed in the water. Next, after they combined to the single cell, after they combined to the single cell and multi-cell were formed in the water. Next to mammals about formed in 200 million years ago. After they formed to the horses, dogs and camels were formed 50 million years ago. In this time, the life was originated. The life was originated on the earth. Next to the evolution of man. Next to the evolution of man. Next point. The evolution of man. Which person was studied the evolution of man? Who was the first scientist to introduce the evolution of man? Means is 1 marks question. Charles Robert Darwin. Charles Robert Darwin. Who is the Charles Robert Darwin? Means he was the very famous scientist. He was introduced to the evolution of man. He was first study the evolution, how the man was evoluted on the earth. So he wrote many books on the evolution of man. He was introduced so many books. In that is very famous book named the natural selection, the theory of natural selection. Natural selection. This is the very famous books written by Charles Darwin. Who wrote the theory of the natural selection? Means Charles Robert Darwin. Charles Robert Darwin, he wrote the theory of the natural selection, and also he was introduced the 2 theories. This is 2 marks question. What are the 2 theories? Theories introduced by the Charles Darwin means first one, the origin of species. The origin of species. Second one, the origin of the species, and second one, the survival of the fittest. These are the two theories introduced by Charles Darwin. So this one mark question. Name the book of Charles Robert Darwin. Means the theory of natural selection. It is written by Charles Robert Darwin. And name the two theories of Darwin. Means the origin of the species and the survival of the fittest. These are the introduced by the two theories of Charles Darwin, Robert Darwin. Next, what are the two important animals? What are the two important animals were close related to the humans? Means chimpanzee and bonobos. Chimpanzee and bonobos were the two important. It is the two very close related to the humans, like chimpanzee and bonobos. It's two marks question. Name the two related animals to the humans. Means chimpanzees and bonobos. Next is the very important topic, important factors in the human evolution. This is 10 marks question. Important factors. Important factors in human evolution. So in the next class I will explain the important factors in human evolution. Thank you, my dear students.